If a woman is always on your mind, it means something deeper than you think. There's a strange kind of silence that comes when someone begins to live in your thoughts, not just visit, but stay. You go about your day, doing ordinary things, working, driving, eating, scrolling your phone. Yet somewhere in the background, her face keeps flashing like an echo you can't mute. You don't even realize when she crept into your thoughts. At first, it was innocent, a message here, a memory there. But then it became something more constant, like a soft hum under every moment of your day. And if a woman is always on your mind, it means something. It means your heart has recognized something your logic hasn't yet put into words. 1. It means she touched you in a way words can't explain. Not every connection is visible. Sometimes, a woman doesn't need to say much. It's the way she listens, the way she looks at you when you speak, the way she remembers the smallest things you told her. That kind of attention is rare, and when you experience it, it imprints on your heart. You may not even realize it, but every time you think of her, your mind is revisiting those small, tender details. Her smile when she teased you, the way she said your name, how her laughter made you feel like you belonged somewhere in this chaotic world. It's not about obsession. It's about connection. And connections like that don't fade easily. 2. It means she made you feel seen. Men often move through the world wearing invisible armor, strong, composed, emotionless. But when a woman sees through that, when she looks into your eyes and sees the real you behind that calm face, it changes something deep inside. If she's always on your mind, it could be because she saw you when no one else did. Not the version you show the world, but the tired, uncertain, vulnerable version you hide. Maybe she listened to your silence, noticed your mood without you saying a word. Maybe she stayed up talking with you when you needed someone. And now, your mind replays those moments, because she reached a part of you that no one else ever tried to understand. 3. It means you're attached to the energy, not just the person. Sometimes, it's not her face or her voice you miss. It's the feeling you had when you were around her. Peace, warmth, inspiration, a strange calm that made everything else fade away. You might think you're missing her, but deep down, you're missing how you felt when she was near. That's the magic of certain souls. They become like mirrors, reflecting back the best version of you. You start associating that feeling with her, thinking she's the source of your happiness. But in truth, she only activated it. That's why she lingers in your thoughts, not as a person, but as an energy your heart craves. 4. It means there's an unfinished chapter between you two. Sometimes, when a woman is always in your mind, it's because something was left unsaid. Maybe you never confessed your feelings. Maybe you walked away when she was waiting for you to stay. Maybe you both cared deeply but let pride win over love. Unfinished stories echo louder than completed ones. You can move on physically, talk to new people, distract yourself, but your subconscious keeps looping back to the what-ifs. What if you had told her how you really felt? What if she felt the same way? What if timing had been kinder? Those questions keep her spirit alive in your thoughts, like a door that was never fully closed. 5. It means she represented something you've been searching for. Every person you think about deeply is connected to something within you. A woman who's always on your mind might represent your ideal of love, not necessarily because she's perfect, but because something about her aligns with what your soul has been seeking. Maybe it's her kindness, her mystery, her strength, or her softness. Maybe she reminded you of the peace you never had, or the passion you always wanted. Your mind holds on to her because she awakened a vision of love, one that feels real, deep, and almost sacred. She might not even be the one, but she symbolizes what you truly desire. 6. It means your soul recognized hers. Call it fate, call it divine timing, or call it soul connection. But some encounters go beyond logic. There are people whose presence feels familiar the very first time you meet them. You can't explain it, but it's like you've known them before, in another time, another life. That's what a soul connection feels like. It's not about constant communication. It's about that quiet knowing that even if you both drift apart, something invisible still ties you together. If she's always in your mind, maybe it's because your soul spoke a language that words never could. 7. It means you haven't learned the lesson yet. Every person who stays in your mind is either a memory or a message. Maybe she was meant to teach you something about love, patience, loss, or self-worth. Maybe her presence was a lesson your heart needed to grow. When someone lingers in your thoughts long after they're gone, it's often because your soul hasn't yet absorbed the meaning behind the connection. Ask yourself, what did she awaken in you? Did she show you how deeply you could care? Did she remind you that vulnerability isn't weakness? Did she help you realize what kind of love you truly deserve? When you understand the lesson, sometimes the hold she has on your mind begins to soften. 8. It means she lives in your heart, not just your memory. There's a difference between remembering someone and carrying them within you. If she's always in your thoughts, maybe it's because she's become part of who you are. Maybe the way you love now, more gently, more thoughtfully, came from her influence. Maybe her kindness made you softer, her absence made you stronger. She's not just a thought. She's a chapter that shaped your story. And even if she's no longer near, she's become part of your emotional DNA. 9. It means you miss the version of yourself you were with her. Sometimes we don't miss the person, we miss ourselves around that person. With her, you might have laughed more, dreamed more, cared more. She brought out the version of you that you actually liked. That's why she keeps showing up in your mind, because a part of you is yearning to return to that feeling, that lightness, that joy you once had. But here's the truth. You can bring that version of yourself back, even without her, because she didn't create it. She just reminded you it existed. 10. It means love doesn't always need to be returned to be real. Maybe she never felt the same way. Maybe she did, but life got in the way. Yet still, she's there, in your thoughts, your memories, your quiet moments. And maybe that's okay, because love doesn't always have to end with togetherness. Sometimes, love's purpose is simply to awaken you, to remind you that your heart is capable of feeling something pure, something deep, something real. If a woman lives in your mind, maybe it's because her memory became a part of your journey toward understanding what love truly means. Final thought. If she's always in your mind, it doesn't mean you're weak, lost, or obsessed. It means you felt something genuine, something rare in a world full of temporary emotions and shallow connections. Maybe she'll always be a quiet presence in your thoughts. Or maybe, one day, the thought of her will simply make you smile. Not because you miss her, but because you're grateful you got to feel something that real. Because when a woman truly touches your soul, she doesn't just live in your mind. She lives in the quiet spaces of your heart, forever. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.